Meow. It's kind of there. Yeah. Hello and good afternoon. Good evening. It is Amanda, your art teacher, and it's 5:56 p.m. on Saturday, and I'm here in my living room, and I'm going to be attempting to make my first compost bin for my apartment. And I'm doing this to turn food scraps into fertilizer for my plants, and I'm gonna make a lot because I cook a lot. So I'll be fertilizing all the plants that are in my apartment complex, and it's gonna be great. So I've watched many videos on this. Thank you, YouTube. And I'm ready to begin. And Tuxie's right here. And so I have a bin and I have a drill. It's not a powerful drill, but it should work. And I'm going to drill holes in the sides and on the lid. And a lot of videos say to put holes in the bottom for drainage, but it's pretty dry here in Las Vegas, so I don't think I'll be getting too much liquid. And I don't have a system for drainage, so there's that. But if in the future I have to do it, then I'll figure out a way to do it. But today is not that day. So I have some paper from lunch that I'll be using. Hello, George Maxwell, long time no chat. And I have potting soil because some videos say to add a layer of potting soil, and I already had that on hand for my plants. And okay, I'll just begin and I'll explain as I go. Another bag of potting mix, some receipts. This is not going to work. Where is the drill that I had? What else would be good to do this with? It's working, somewhat. I wonder if my Dremel would be better for this. What kind of Dremel bits do I have? I am making a compost bin for my apartment to recycle food scraps. And you have to put holes in it so it can aerate. It needs oxygen. It's an aerobic decomposition process. So you need air in there. And this drill, it's cute, but piddly. I have a Dremel. It has some drill bits on it. Oh, I have better bits. Ooh. I'm gonna recycle like apple cores, artichoke leaves, asparagus, the ends, banana peels, avocado peels, all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, to make soil. Yeah. And then I'm going to put it all around my apartment complex and feed all the trees and stuff. I haven't used my Dremel in a while, so I kind of forget how to change the bit. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I love gardening, so I don't mind playing with the dirt and stuff. I have to get my Dremel handy book out because it's been a long time since I've used this. Hey George, do you know how to change a Dremel bit? I completely forgot. I don't know how this happened. It's like the easiest thing ever. collet wrench. Where is that? Oh. Yeah, summer classes are intense. There's just so much work in such a small time. But you did it. Good job. Good job, you did it. I figured it out. Yes. Gosh. What kind of class was it for your, what are you studying? I don't know if you told me that. All right, back to doing holes. See if this is easier than I was doing. Business communication. That sounds like a lot of information that you have to learn. All right, that was so much easier and worth the effort. And now I know where all my tools are. Everything was spread out. Okay, so I'll just vacuum this up later. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Okay, so according to YouTube videos, you want to layer brown, which is carbon-rich material, which is like twigs and branches and like leaves and stuff. So I went on my walk today and I gathered a bunch of brown material. So I have some stuff. I have this. And it said that you want to place these things on the bottom because like the twigs will in addition to the holes, will help aerate the plant stuff. And they're kind of pretty too. And the smaller you break the things apart, the easier it is to decompose. And there's palm trees, so I have some palm fronds. And it rained today, so it was all this stuff on the ground, so it was easy to obtain. I got some stuff that has like flower petals in it. And I picked up some leaves. And I got a bunch of pine needles. We have a lot of pine trees here. There's all kinds of trees at my apartment complex. I like living here because when I go for walks, there's just like bushes and flowers and stuff everywhere. I got a lot of pine needles today. All right, and then one of the videos I watched said that you can add Nevada trees. And then you can use this pine pellets for additional carbon. And this I use as cat litter, but my cat doesn't like it because she's high maintenance, and that's a whole other story. So I'm going to use some of these because I got her another kind of cat litter to try. Put some of these in here. And brown material. I can always go out and get more on my walk, which I will do because I got 2 more of these bins because I'm going to make a lot. And then I'm going to add some potting mix. And then I will add my greens, and your greens are your plant scraps. And then I also have my Keurig coffee pods, which I'll probably cut open to put the coffee grounds in there as well. here is one of my things. I probably do have to go out and get more brown stuff because you're supposed to have a ratio of at least 3 to 2 of brown stuff versus green stuff. I don't think we've been affected this year from the fires so far. Fingers crossed. In the past, we would get the smoke, because it would blow up here. And last year, I remember, the smoke was so bad it blocked out the sun. It was really crazy. But I think that I'm not even going to speak that into existence. Yeah, so we're just gonna hopefully it's not too bad because we've had monsoon season. So it's been like rainy and cloudy and humid every day for almost 2 weeks. So I think that's helped a lot. Yeah, that was wild. I have asparagus tips and artichoke leaves. I had 4 artichokes in just a couple days. It was great. But then I'm like, these generate so much trash with the leaves. I was like, I can't keep throwing it in the garbage. And then I already put some potting soil down in there. I was playing around. I was like, I'm composting, yes. This will be enough. And then I have 2 jars of pear pits and more artichoke leaves that I just could not throw away. So I was like, I'm gonna put them in here until I figure out what to do with them. So that is that, and then put some coffee leaves, coffee grounds. And then I can recycle the pods. Delicious coffee. Can I recycle this? I don't know. And I know you can put like tea bags in here or tea leaves. Get as much under my nails as humanly possible. I had a garden when I grew up in Virginia. It was great. I was obsessed with my garden. I had tomatoes, and I had strawberries, green beans, pumpkins, flowers. And this was in like 6th and 7th grade, especially when I had my garden, and I had these tomatoes that I grew, and that was like when I was growing like taller, and my tomatoes grew, I think the same summer that I shot up in height. Me and my tomatoes, we both grew. Like, so I had these real tall tomato plants, and I was pretty much the height that I am now when I was like 12 years old. And my parents took a picture of me and my tomato plants because we grew together. It was really cool. So yeah, I'm excited to be doing this. Thank you. Yeah, I would be in school and in class, and I was just like bored, and I did well in school, but my mind was always on my garden. So I'd be in class pretending to be doing my work, and then I'd be reading library books on gardening and stuff. Because in Virginia, stuff just grows. Like, we have the best soil there. I will have a big garden someday, soon. I'm speaking that into existence. But for now, I'm here, and I'm going to make my apartment complex my garden. And one of my neighbors, they have like a tomato garden. Like, I guess they got permission for it. So they have like awesome, like a huge thing of tomatoes. And then I know another neighbor of mine composts outside. I think they moved. All right. So it looks like this. And then I'm going to add more potting soil. I could have done this outside, but I didn't. And oh yeah, add some paper. Some more of these pines. Is that even allowed? Yeah, I guess they got permission. And they built their own bed too. It's like 5 by 5 feet ish of tomatoes. Pretty cool. some more of the browns. Hello, Edwin Lau. Have my glove. That's a spider on my floor. Okay. This slide, little guy, get back outside. Hey. All right, gotta take this outside. It's the second spider I've taken outside today. Twigs stick in the bottom. I don't think it matters. Some straw. All right, I have some leftover stuff that I will tinker with later. And then what you do is you add water to your compost because it has to stay at least damp to encourage the decomposition. And then I'll have to come out and like dig through it and flip it around so to like mix it up. Something like every few days or once a week, something like that. Different videos say different things. And then that's it. And I can keep my scraps in a jar for a few days until I have enough to put in my bin. But I like playing with it, so I'll probably just take it straight from the kitchen to my bin. And I have the best life ever. I think it's better every day. I'm so excited. I feel more one with nature already. Oh, this is great. And Tuxie is sleeping. And I love her. And so, yeah. This is composting bin number 1. It's not too heavy so far. And I have a closet on my patio that I could probably put in there. Or I could just stick it on the patio and then the sun will heat it and it will decompose. So yeah, that is it for this video. I'll probably come back later because I'm working on some paintings that I'd like to finish and I have more to start. Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. George Maxwell and Edwin Lau.